Y'all know you're in for a real messy treat when your girl's gonna bust out the real cheap Amazon wig with a harsh hairline. Listen, I'm doing my best, okay? And I'm having fun. And my real hair is just, the wig's gotta do. The wig's gotta do. Anyways. So guys, it's Feeny. Welcome to Wild Feeny Weeb and this year's Halloween Spooky Scary Spooky edition. This is actually the third Halloween video I've done, so that means it's the third year in a row, and somehow, some way, we have more spooky, scary, spooky figures to talk about. This haul is not as big as previous years, but you know, they're all figures that were on my holy grail list, and I'm just so happy to finally have in my collection. Anyway, I hope you guys will stick around and watch the video, and without further ado, let's jump into it. Whee! So if y'all are fans of spooky, scary, spooky films and anime girls and you're a collector, then you might be already familiar with this line of figures, and that is the Bishoujo line, art done by Shunya Yamashita in a collaboration with Kotobukiya. And this is Miss Beetlejuice. I love Beetlejuice. Like this movie was one of my favorites, absolute favorites growing up. Okay, so before I actually talk about the figure, let me grab the box because the box was so fun. I know most people normally don't care about the boxes, but I like to think that it's part of the whole experience. And I always think about the product design people that create the fantasy for the whole figure. But here's the box. Oh my god, it is so fun. Of course, I love the lime green and black stripes all the way around. The Beetlejuice cartoon back in the late 80s, early 90s was definitely made me love this color combination so much. And you have all the motifs from the movie, like the sandworms, skulls. There's great photos of the figure all the way around. And I just love how they did the little plastic windows for you to be able to peer into the figure. Of course, we have to have that beautiful illustration that the figure is based off of from Shunya Yamashita, good god. And also, random tidbit, when I opened this figure from the bottom, there was literally a photo of Michael Keaton, like as Beetlejuice, and I was like, whoa, Michael Keaton. So that was a fun surprise, opening the figure from the bottom. I purchased her from Bai literally almost a whole year ago. Like last year I had my Halloween video, and then I was like, I need her. So I got her off Bai for a little bit above retail, just a smidge. Which, foolish me, she just went up for pre-order back in September. But when I got her, the original one last year, there had not been an announcement for the new Beetlejuice movie, so I had no idea she was going to get a re-release that soon. I only paid a little bit more over retail, and as soon as the movie, the second Beetlejuice film was announced, she skyrocketed like crazy. So if you guys are interested in her, I say go for it. But let's get a closer look at the figure and her details. Starting from the bottom up, y'all know I am gagging over those boots because your girl loves a good sexy boot. And I particularly love the fact that the shoelaces are sculpted in, nice detail, but they are quite delicate. And as always, Kotobukiya knows how to make a very immersive and grungy looking base. And they did such an amazing job on the tombstone, which is a reference right out of the movie. You can see it like falling apart, and it really mimics the look of cement with its texture. And what does it say on it? Okay. Barbara, wife of Adam, who departed this life too soon. Oh, that was hard to read. And of course, we got some sensually sinful sculpted legs. Say that 3 times fast. And it's kind of funny because we all know that Beetlejuice is kind of a leg guy. I live for this outfit. It is so cute. I'm dying over the mini skirt. And the twin tailcoat is such a nice touch. The whole outfit is very well painted. The stripes are clean, good shade work. I like the little button details in the front. There's a lovely gold buckle to tie the back. And I'm just deceased Get it? Over all the tiny little details and references to the movie that are in this figure, including the wristwatch, the ring, and of course the nail file. All very quick scenes from the movie, but very iconic. And of course there's Beetlejuice trademark tie. So happy that they kept that in the design. And finally moving to the piece of resistance, the face. And oh gosh, this is like one of my favorite Shunya Yamashita faces ever. I always love a good open mouth sculpt, especially if there's going to be some spiky teeth involved. Her expression really captures the energy of Beetlejuice. Love the heavy eye makeup, although I kind of wish that there was a bit more to the eyeshadow, like maybe like a lavender or more gray. Either way, the heavy eyeliner is perfect. The hair is so spindly and full, and of course it's got that kind of like grimy green color, which is perfect for Beetlejuice. I think the half up and half down hairstyle is really cute, and I just cannot get over all these little curls. Oh, I just love her. She looks so cheeky and so mischievous. Truly a holy grail status. The only negative thing I could say about this figure is the teeny tiny itty bitty nail file, which is a completely separate piece. I thought it was connected to the figure. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they freaking did that. Figure companies, stop making teeny tiny little pieces that could be easily lost. Just have it connected with the freaking figure. At least that's just my opinion, my feelings. So I kind of live in constant fear that I'm going to lose that nail file, and a part of me almost wants to buy her re-release again just to have a backup, because that's how much I coveted this figure and I love her. I really do need to take the time and watch the new Beetlejuice movie. Okay, next one. Okay, so this next one kind of matches my ensemble, mostly because of the crazy hair. But if you've been a figure collector for a while, then you probably have recognized this figure because she's an oldie but a goodie, and that is Edward Scissorhands, also from the Bishoujo line. Spoiler warning, they're all from the Bishoujo line. Did I mention that already? I might have. Oh well. And here's her box. Unfortunately, the front here, the front plastic screening completely came off, which was not shown in the description of the listing, but it's all right because she came in perfectly intact. And we have the photo of the illustration in the front, photos of the product in the original illustration. What I don't understand is that there's like an open screen in the back as well. I guess this is great for inbox collectors. You can see the front and back of your figure really well, but not great for long-term protection. And at the top here is this little pretty cutout silhouette of a paper snowflake, very reminiscent to the movie. The base is not as immersive as the other ones. It's on a circular disc, but I do enjoy the references of the snow. And of course, I've already professed my love for boots, so these just, they crank it up to like a 100 for me. Okay, so the outfit. It looks like a bondage ballerina outfit, and I think that is amazing. I'm here for it. The sculpt work on the skirt. I love all the teeny tiny little ruffles from the cinched in waist. There's pointed ends of the skirt I really like, although it's very sharp. Okay, so kind of weird detail. I feel like a creep, but she has striped panties, and that is just so delightful to me. Of course, since this is a bondage look, there's a bunch of belts, buckles, and hardware, and everything is of course beautifully painted. And you can just feel all the ridges of each belt digging into her skin. Okay, moving on to the most important piece of the character, the Scissorhands. And by gods, they did a perfect job replicating that of the movies. It is intensely, fiercely, and frighteningly very sharp, just like scissors. I really enjoy the metallic paint finish used for the metal. And moving to the face, she is so freaking cute. I love this sad little face. Of course, she's very pale, as is Edward. And I like the stylistic choice of the light blue eyes. I think it's a great contrast to the pale skin and the whole darkness of the outfit. her sad little eyebrows making her look concerned, and I like the smudgy black eyeshadow. The lips are not the color I thought they would be. I thought it would be like a light gray, but it looks more mauve or mauve to me. That could be due to discoloration over the years. The hair is of course a hot mess, just like Edward's. It's everywhere, it's piecey, it's spindly. I think it's really good, although I wish that there was more shade work because it kind of, yeah, it's not enough definition to see that this is a high ponytail and not a mullet. Otherwise, beautifully sculpted, and I think it has the essence of Edward's hair. Even though she's still an old gal, I think she's kind of stood the test of time in terms of quality, and I'm just happy to have her in my collection. She's a fan favorite for a reason. This is a figure I've long admired for years. I used to see her on the convention floor at Dealers Hall when I used to attend anime conventions more frequently, but I admired her from afar because at the time my brain could not comprehend spending that much money on a scale figure. But yet here we are now, full circle moment. I'm just so thrilled to have her because Edward Scissorhands was an absolute favorite movie of mine growing up. I used to watch it with my dad all the time. Probably why it came out so weird. Anyway, like I just thought the movie was just so unique, and you can't help but fall in love with the character of Edward. Having him in anime girl form truly pleases me. I would honestly wait a little bit longer because I have a feeling she might get a re-release soon. Kotobukiya and the Bishoujo line have been re-releasing old figures recently. Like we have the Beetlejuice that's gotten re-released, we have Poison Ivy, we have some of the My Little Pony figures coming out, which oh my god, I kind of want to pick some of them up. Stop me, don't let me do that, but I might do it, but stop me. And she has yet to get a re-release. She came out 2016, I believe, but I'm holding out because this figure seems pretty popular enough. All right, moving on to the last figure. All right, final figure. And this one is probably my favorite horror movie of all time. And we have Pennywise from It. In the original colorway. Little fun fact about me. I love going to the theaters. It's kind of a dying art form, but if there's a movie I really want to see, going to a theater with fresh popcorn is like peak experience. But even though I love going to see movies in theaters, I rarely ever see a movie twice. The only exceptions were Mulan, Hercules, Avatar, Blue Smurfy Kitty Edition, and It. That means a lot that I love a movie so much that I've actually paid to go see it in theaters again. Okay, let me show you the box before I get into the figure. Same formula as the other figures. The illustration is in the front with the movie title, and of course we have photos of the figure as well as the full original illustration by Yamashita with some really nice menacing photos of Pennywise. And I also just love how they do the cutouts of the figure and how they relate to the movie so much. One thing I really wish that we would get would be like the original illustration cards that the figures are based off of. I would love a postcard of this so I could like easily just put it on my walls. Anyway, moving on. This figure I actually purchased from another collector on eBay. Like, I try to keep away from eBay when it comes to figures, but sometimes I'm just like, I'm all about eBay. And then something will happen and then I'll be like, screw eBay. Anyway, I actually got her for a little under $100, and that is because there is a teeny tiny itty bitty little mark on the chest, which the seller was completely transparent about. And since I'm a big old cheap bitch, I was like, yeah, I'll pay under $100 for this figure, especially since the second colorway came out, which is more in the grayscale. It looks lovely, but my eyes were on the original colorway. So since that newer one came out, this one kind of hiked up in price a little bit. I think I could fix that little dot with just tiny bit of paint. So I will attempt that when I'm brave. But getting a closer look, the bloody base is obviously the best choice because there's kind of a lot of it. And is it terrible that I chuckle seeing the little paper boat that says SS Georgie? I'm a terrible person. And I know it's not a pair of boots, but these pumps are so freaking cute. I love the shoe design as well as the red little pom-poms in the front. And of course, there's another pair of sensually sculpted legs. I can't tell if it's leggings or stockings or whatever, but there's a lot of sculpt work, lots of ridges digging into the skin. And out of the three figures, I think this one has the best outfit that's paying homage to Pennywise, but done best in anime girl form. It is so poofy, so floofy, so cute, but at the same time, very menacing. The bloomers, the big poofy sleeves, and the bow look so light and they just look adorable. But that adorableness is offset by the creepy ombre red dye that are on some of the tips of the fabric, like the bow and the bodice. It makes it look like blood is kind of rising up. It's really cool to see all the intricate seam lines in the outfit, as well as the hardware or like the buttons and stuff. All the paintwork is pretty clean, and I really do appreciate how hard they went on the shade work to make sure that all the white popped. Like you can see all the different parts of the outfit very well. And moving up to the face again, this is probably the most creepy but adorable face out of the three. This is definitely the one where I'm sure like it actually might scare some friends coming over. I think their attempt on making a glam makeup look for Pennywise was executed perfectly. The red of the lipstick really stands out against that dead complexion, and of course they paid perfect homage to Pennywise's iconic makeup. It really helps those demonic yellow eyes pop out even more, almost like she's staring into your soul. But Lord, am I glad they took the artistic liberties and we got this bob instead of what the actual Pennywise has. The color is really pretty, and the short bob also doesn't take away from the intricacies of the outfit. And I think it's kind of close enough to Pennywise with those little horned pigtails, right? I don't know. Do you think that they could have pulled off a cute anime girl with a 10 head and a widow's peak matching that of Vegeta's? Maybe. But I'm glad we have the bob instead. Oh, she's just my little poofy princess demonic clown cupcake girl. Ooh. Now, I'm sure all of you have noticed the situation with the trademark demonic balloon. This is the only flaw with this figure. You know, Kotobukiya does some really impressive figures for a fair price point. So much movement, lots of effect pieces, but yet somehow they were challenged by the engineering of this freaking balloon. It's on a thin metal rod, and it's just like going straight forward. It's not hanging high like gravity should have it. And unfortunately, like there is a hole in the palm here where it's very easy to place through, but it has a tendency to slide through the hand. So if you saw some museum putty in the footage, I'm sorry. That's the only thing I had on hand right now to stop it from sliding through her hand. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to get a hairdryer and bend this balloon a little bit so that way it's going back, but I'm not brave at the moment, so that's future Feeney's problem. The balloon is giving more bong instead of a take it, we all fall down here. I need to stop. One of my favorite things to do of all time is quote the movie. Both the Tim Curry version and the newer Bill Skarsgård version. I need help. Kiss me, you fat boy. I can't stop. Oh my god. Here with me for Georgie. Calm myself. I'm sure at some point she will also get her own re-release in the original colorway. And with that, we're done for my Halloween haul of 2024. What did you guys think? Do you have any of these figures, or do you have any other Horror Bishoujo figures? I would love to know. This is one of my favorite series, or figure series I should say, to collect. Not only because they don't take up a lot of room like at all, they're small, but they make sure to highlight all the important parts and references to each character. So it almost feels like you're getting more. Like, just all the references for Beetlejuice and Edward and Pennywise makes me really happy as a fan. I hope they continue the Horror Bishoujo line with more characters. I've been thinking about it and I was like, that'd be really cool if maybe they made like a Lydia Dietz Bishoujo figure, kind of match Beetlejuice, especially in the wedding dress. Or maybe we got a Corpse Bride Bishoujo figure. But the one that I hope that they are going to make, and I feel like at some point they will, would be a Jigsaw. Now, I don't like Saw movies like at all. That's not my type of horror film. But like, wouldn't it be amazing to get a cute anime girl with the swirly cheeks riding a tricycle? Kotobukiya, if you're listening, Jigsaw, Jigsaw, Jigsaw. I've also got my eyes on the girl from The Ring. I can't remember her name right now. Sanako, whatever. Do you guys have any characters you would like to see get the Bishoujo treatment? It could be a character from a horror movie, or not even a horror movie, maybe like American cartoon. Like, that'd be really cool if we can get an Adventure Time Bishoujo series line. I would like to see Marceline in Shunya Yamashita's art style, just saying. I would love to hear some of your thoughts and opinions. And I hope all of you guys have a wonderful, fun, and safe, spooky, scary, spooky Halloween. Let me know down in the comments of what are you gonna do. Are you gonna dress up? Are you gonna eat anything? Are you gonna stay home and watch something? What are you gonna watch? I am nosy. This is my favorite holiday of the year, so I'm just like, oh, living it up. what little is left of it, at least. For me, I'm planning to veg out, hide from trick-or-treaters, but I do have some candy in case some do come my way. I am, of course, gonna watch It Chapter 1 and 2. I'm gonna watch Sleepy Hollow, Night Before Christmas, Hocus Pocus, and if I'm able to, finally finish Castlevania. I was on the last season. Hey, Daddy. But I stopped because like I had some personal stuff going on in my life and I didn't really want to watch anything dark at the time. But I'm on the 4th season of the first leg of it and I can't wait to finish it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for your time. As always, I really do appreciate it. And I look forward to chatting with you in the comments and seeing you once again. So be safe out there and be kind to yourself. Farewell. Bye. Oh no, I gotta sneeze. Oh no, please. Please don't do this to me. What if the wig falls off? What do y'all think about my cute little horns? Please don't call me out on the fact that I've been wearing the same outfit for 3 years in a row and just changing up the wig and horns. I like to stay on theme, not because I'm totally lazy.